Teacher, let Tiara in.
Where is that? Okay, I open my mobile. If she asking to add to enter, I will accept her. Yeah, let's continue now. So here when I was talking about C now. In C, P raised to the power half. Then it's raised to the power 1 over. I cannot see. 1 over 2 and 1 over 4. Yes. So how can we solve it? I will put P, then I will multiply 1 over 2 times 1 over 4. And the answer is?
Will be 1 over 8.
Thank you. It will be 1 over 8. Now let's do E. It was 1 over 4, P raised to the power 1 over 4, raised to the power 1 over 2. How can we solve it? I will put P, then I will multiply 1 over 4 times 1 over 2.
Teacher, can you accept
Yes.
Tiara?
Cannot see her name. Where's your? It's not here. Her name is not appearing for me. Why she left?
I think it wasn't clear for her, the sound.
Okay. There's no her name is not clear for me, so I cannot accept her. Well, let's continue now. Then now, as we said before, if you see that if you have a to the power m raised to the power n, is it equal a to the power n raised to the power m?
Yes.
Yes. Why yes?
Yes. Because it has the commutative property.
Thank you so much. Because if you multiply m times n or n times m, they are the same. Because of the commutative property of multiplication, that if I exchange the order, I will get the same answer. So a to the power raised to the power m raised to the power n is equal to a raised to the power n raised to the power m for all integers, if they are numbers or if they are factors. Now, problem number 2 here, we have to simplify an expression but with a powers here. So you have now y cubed times y to the power 5 over 2 raised to the power negative 2. Now, as you see here, I will remember how can you use the PEMDAS. The first step is did we have a parenthesis? Any problems inside the parenthesis?
Yes.
No.
Yes.
It is y to the power 5 over 2. Okay, but there's nothing inside, just this number. So go to the next step. Let's go to the exponents. Let's solve now the exponents. So here, what I have to do now, I have to solve the power that's raised to power. So I will say y, then
The
I will
power of
multiply
3.
5 over 2 multiplied by negative 2. No, this one leave it. I'm asking you about now the numbers that's inside a circle. 5y raised to the power 5 over 2, then it is raised to the power negative 2. So the first step now, do the exponents. It will be y to the power negative 5. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Yes.
No? Why no? As we said
Yes.
before, here we have power raised to a power. So I just multiplying the powers. How can we multiplying them if you have 5 over 2 times negative 2? By simplifying. 2 cancel 2. So negative 1 multiplied by 5 is negative 5. So the answer now is y raised to the power negative 5. Then, after that, we have now y cubed. Y cubed multiplied with y to the power negative 5. So after we finish the exponent, let's go now to the multiplication. So y cubed multiplying by y raised to the power 5. Go now to the previous lesson. We have two variables that are then multiplied. I will choose one variable y, then I will add 3 plus negative 5, which is what? Negative 2. Then
Negative.
y raised to the power 2. Look at this problem. In the first steps, I am in lesson number 3. In the second step, I was going to the lesson number 2. In the third step, I was going to the lesson number 1. Why? Because I have to rewrite y to the power negative 2 to be as the reciprocal of y is 1 over y, and the opposite of negative 2 is 2.
2.
So the simplifying expression for this one is y, 1 equals, y squared. Is it clear now?
Yes.
Teacher, I didn't understand why you take the negative 2 with the 2.
Here,
Yeah, in
I
the
have
y.
to simplifying it. Did you remember lesson number 1?
Yes.
When we say if we have x to the power negative n, it will be 1 over x to the power n.
Yeah, but teacher,
We
this
put
is not my question. I mean, when we get y, 5 over 2 multiply negative 2. Why did we take the negative 2 with the 2 and not with the 5?
You mean, really, I cannot understand your question. You mean this step here?
Yeah,
Up?
the step over the orange.
Okay. Why we cancel 2?
Yes.
It's like simplifying. If you multiply the fractions, the first step you check if they are kind simplifying them.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Let's do now, got it 2. What is the simplified form of each expression? We have,
Teacher, what is the final answer of problem 2?
it is 1 over y squared.
Okay.
Now, let's do now, what is now the what is the simplified, where's the name?
Teacher, she wants you to accept her, both her and Yara.
No, Yara, say her name is not appear here.
What about her
Sorry,
niece?
teacher.
My Ranim was appearing now.
Yes, teacher.
What?
Nothing. Thank you for answering me again.
But why are you coming late?
No, teacher. I ended the call by mistake.
Okay. Yeah, let's continue now. X squared times x raised to the power 6 raised the negative 4. As we said, because of order of operations, the first step, I have now to multiply 6 times 4 because of our lesson. So x raised to the power 6 multiplied by negative 4.
It will be 24. Negative
Yes.
24.
X 6 times negative 4. So it will be x to the power, what did I write? Times negative 4. So it will be x to the power negative 24. So because of the order of operations, the first step, I have to solve the exponents. The second step, then I will to multiply. Exponents, multiply. Here, after, as we see here, we have x 2.
Negative 24. It will
So,
be negative 22.
Negative 2. Negative 22.
so what we have to do here, what our steps was, x, then 2 plus negative 24, it will be x
Will equal
will be
negative 22.
22.
Negative 2.
Because of lesson number 2. The third step now, x to the power negative 22, I will rewrite it as, because of the
1 over
negative,
1 over
1
x
over x 22.
22.
thank you. So this is now the answer. Let's now do C. For C now, s raised to the power negative 5 raised to the power negative 1 over 2 times s raised to the power 3 over 2. The first step here now. The first step here.
Multiplying the two powers, negative 5 with negative half.
Thank you. So, as if we have a power raised to another power. So by using the order of operations, I will multiply the exponents. So it will be s negative 5 times negative 1 over 2, which it will be negative 5 times negative 1 is 5 over 2. So this is the answer now. Then multiplying by here, is it like 1? Because there's nothing. So s power raised to the power 3 over 2 times 1, it will be 3 over 2. Then back to the second lesson. Two powers that they are multiplied, I will add the powers. Let's add them here. 5.
It will be 4. 8 over 2 will be 4.
Yes, thank you. So it will be now as 5 plus 3 is 8 over 2. So after simplifying, the answer is s raised to the power 4.
Teacher, I don't understand.
It's okay. I repeat C now. In C now, S to the power negative 5 raised to the power negative 1 over 2. And then times S to the power 3 over 2. Then, the first step, I will do the exponents. The exponents here that we have S to the power negative 5 raised to the power negative 1 over 2. So I have to multiply. So it will be S. Then I will multiply now. Negative 5 times negative 1 over 2. It will be now as negative 5 multiplied by negative 1 is 5 over 2. So now the answer is S to the power 5 over 2. A second step here. S raised to the power 3 over 2 raised to the power 1. It will be the same. It will be S to the power 3 over 2. Because 1 times any number is that number. So it will be 3 over 2. Then this one times S raised to the power 3 over 2. We have two bases, they are the same. So I will add the exponents. What are the exponents now? 5
Over 2
over
and
2
3 over 2.
times plus 3 over 2. Do we have the same denominator?
Yes.
Yes, 2. Then I will add 5 plus 3. 5 plus 3 is what? Is 8. Then 8 divided by 2 is 4. So I can rewrite it now as S raised to the power 4.
Teacher, why to the power of 4?
Because 8 divided by 2
Oh, yeah.
is 4. Now, raising a product to a power. Here now, in the previous problems, we talk about if we have power raised to a power, like 2 cubed raised to cubed, power raised to a power. In this section now, if we have a product of numbers, like 4 times 5, and this 4 times 5 is what we have to do. I will repeat now. In the first section, we say that if we have 4 squared raised to the power 3, you say 4 times 2 multiplied by 3, so it is 6. Power raised to power. In this section now, we have a power, a product, and this product now, product of numbers, that is raised to power. How can we solve it? Now, to deal with this type, you can do it by 2 steps. The first step, one of you say, I can multiply 4 times 5, which is 20. Then to the power 2. Then I will say that it is 20 times 20, and the answer is 400. But another way is you can now to like distribute this is squared. I can distribute it now. As we say, here we have 4 times 5. So I can distribute the power into the first number and the second number. Then by that, after I distributing it, I will say 4 times squared is 16. 16 now times 5 squared is 25. Then after multiplying them, the answer is 400. So, which one is that? Okay. So, if we have now A times B, any two variables, any two numbers raised to the power n, I will distribute n into A and B. So it will be A to the power n times B to the power n. Now, I will stop here, then we will continue in the next period, inshallah, after the break. Bye bye. See you in the next video.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay, teacher.
Thank you,
Bye.
teacher.
Bye bye.
Thank you, teacher. Bye.
Welcome. Bye bye.